Welcome to PlayStation Corner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at my favourite deals across PSN stores, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. And while it's not a huge week this one, still a nice little batch of deals and mostly new low prices. So hit subscribe and join us here on PlayStation Corner for reviews and deals weekly, and let's get started. First off then, two things. One, as always, look, we do have a winner to announce for a $10 PSN gift card and one more to give away. Enter by simply dropping a comment down below and the winners, they'll be announced on the next video. Then two, it's actually been quiet for reviews now for the last month or so on the channel, but we do have two coming up here for you in the next few days. First up then, Cyberpunk 2077. While opinions are mixed and I can't comment just yet, Cyberpunk received its next gen update for free earlier in the week, and it's something I'm excited now to check out. Also, if you've lost, let's say, a little faith in CD Projekt Red, which I wouldn't blame you, the fact they overpromised and released something undercooked, well, they do at least now have a free 5-hour trial, so you can check it out and see if it's gonna be for you. I honestly always enjoyed the game, but I was actually always playing on next-gen hardware, so I know that kind of bypassed a lot of the issues. It's a first-person action RPG, though think a whole lot of exploration, gunplay, and when it's working, a pretty cool world. It also then received a sale in conjunction with this update, 50% off, matching the low price. Pumpkin Jack then will be for the old school 3D platformer fans out there. Think PlayStation sort of era here, and a clear influence from games like Medieval. You are titled Jack though, helping evil squash the good of the world, and it throws you into a unique and for sure Tim Burton inspired world. It's platforming and combat with a fair few weapon options, and then it's also reinforced with puzzles. These puzzles are simple but entertaining. You can remove your head for many of them to navigate what is tighter spaces, and really, the main weakness of the game here, there's a few minor on-rail sections that feel just a little bit too trial and error for their own good. A new low then, without PS Plus, 55% off. Eldest Souls then is a relatively new indie that packs a pixel art style that's complemented by Souls-like combat. The idea though kind of skips, the generic battles in favour of a boss rush format, meaning it focuses you on challenging just the biggest and baddest of this world. The story, you're fighting against imprisoned gods that have unleashed what is a desolation upon the world. It reinforces the story with encounters around the world. You'll customize your combat talents and abilities inherited by the gods that you take down. And yeah, just generally good stuff. My warning though, like if Souls-like didn't give it away, this one is brutally challenging, and yeah, expect to try again. It's racking a new low here then, 40% off. Sonic Colors Ultimate then I enjoyed, but I do know opinions were kind of mixed both on the gameplay's mechanics by today's standards, but then also a few noted performance issues with the port. I didn't face any myself, and I was the one that played this back in the day, so that charm definitely still won me over. The idea here though, Dr. Robotnik has opened a resort theme park of sorts. He says he's kind of like, being good, I guess. You think something weird is going on, of course it is. Now get to the bottom of it. He's basically imprisoning the locals and you need to save the day. It's just kind of fast-paced Sonic action, and for me it really worked because they captured that sense of speed, and I did always find with the 3D outings that wasn't normally the case. The only thing that never worked for me, it does occasionally try to jump to that old school 2D format, and yeah, the controls, they didn't really translate as well. They needed to kind of stick to one, either 3D or 2D, not both. A new low though here, 40% off. This is the digital deluxe edition that packs in cosmetics and even a new in-game soundtrack. Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 then, it was a day one pickup for me. Really love the formula of the Sherlock games. I'm a sucker for that kind of mystery and kind of letting the player work things out for themselves. This did not disappoint. It goes for a younger, I'd say even more arrogant Sherlock, and it's more open world than most before it, often kind of presenting you with these smaller sandbox locations. Between the cases though, number of NPCs to chat to and the size of these locations, I think fans will appreciate it, and I hope we've got a lot more to come. Occasionally, the controls selecting items, outfits, a tiny bit clunky, but that's a minor complaint for anyone that enjoys the source material. A new low price then, and a relatively new game as well, 30% off. Hot Wheels Unleashed then is what I would consider an unexpected surprise. We live in a world where licensed IPs mostly disappoint, so I really enjoyed what they did with this one. It kept things simple and allowed you to race a decently sized selection of small cars in a big world. I do wish there was a little bit more in the way of variety in the locations, but the racing, it is fast and action packed. Then it has a track editor as well, which it takes a little getting used to, but absolutely worth the time investment. The only thing, and this should be expected, it is packed with paid DLC, so maybe check your favourite cars are there before you do jump in. A new low price then, 40% off. Solar Ash then, on this it's my pickup of the week, meaning I can't necessarily recommend it. Maybe you'll want to join me for the ride. I meant to pick this up at release, kind of got distracted. It's from the team that created Hyper Light Drifter, and I know it's not supposed to be as good, but you know, following what I would consider a masterpiece is never going to be an easy thing to do. It's channeling the same almost low poly, colourful visual style that they made their own with Hyper, but now it's zooming in for a third person viewpoint. In this one though, you are a fighter runner determined to save your planet from what appears to be a planet killer. A new low though, 25% off, and that was enough to tempt me in. Into the final 3 games then, starting with Wreckfest. Now this one, it was free some time back with PS Plus for PS5. I actually reviewed it here on the channel. Wanted to shout it out though because it was early in the PS5 life, and yeah, it's just a quality arcade style racer that packs everything from speed races to demolition to, I mean, even like lawnmowers. Throw in then though, this upgrade has 4K 60 visual upgrades, some DualSense functionality and more racers online. Yeah, it's absolutely a winner. Check out my full review though in the pinned comment down below, and it is a new low here, 55% off. Our penultimate game of the video then, before our final game and winner of the week, Dandy Ace, and think here Hades with Magic. It took me a little bit of a while to get into this one honestly, but the deeper I got, the more I started to appreciate the format. Think here Hades gameplay, you know, kind of roguelite action, but you're going to be using cards to build out your character's class on the fly. It's got a really nice visual style as well though, nice and kind of vivid, and then the story, you've been trapped in another dimension by another magician and now you seek to escape. It's a new low though, 30% off. Our winner of the video then, it's going to Edisney, who highlighted Sultan Sanctuary and being a must play. It's for sure up there with the best indie, so and congrats, like, drop me an email to claim your code. Everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in the next video. So we're closing out the video today then with Ruin the King, a League of Legends story. One I played on the Switch. I love this whole idea of spinning off League of Legends into, you know, more, I guess, kind of digestible sized gaming experiences. I know there was a show at the same time on Netflix within the universe. Really need to go and watch that still as well. Heard that is amazing. But this was one of the game extensions of this world. This one, it's made by the team behind the underappreciated Barrel Chasers. It's a turn-based RPG where you set out to uncover the secrets of a deadly black mist. Think party customization, a ton of exploration, a whole lot of lore around it as well, and the visuals are absolutely stunning. The turn-based combat as well, I wouldn't let that put you off if it's not normally your thing. It definitely moves at a pretty swift pace. And that's another week down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week, or are you holding onto that cash? Expect another deals video here on the channel later in the week, and again, like, remember, 2 reviews coming up here this week, so hit subscribe for notifications the second they do go live, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.